intro for this video today. It may be a little dense, but I think I just want you to really have fun with it and just look at it as you're an explorer or a researcher or a scientist, and you're really just trying to discover the deepest truths to the nature of our reality. And so today I talk about consciousness, I talk about this holographic universe, I talk about the illusions that we are perceiving. And it's really just all about coming into your power and recognizing that we are powerful beings. We are God incarnated, source, and universe, energy, whatever you feel comfortable using, but it's recognizing our power lies in our consciousness and that we are pure consciousness more than anything else. We are pure soul. So I hope you enjoyed this video and see you later, or see you on the next slide, or is it this way? All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful earthlings. It's me. It's Chels. I'm back. Happy New Year. That whole thing. We're here. We're like, are we here? Like, is it a Happy New Year? Anyways, I'm just gonna jump right in like I usually do. I'm really, oh my God, my face is already itching. I feel like I always touch my face on videos and I'm like, okay, just a quick one. Okay, hopefully that's it. I know you guys don't care, but I feel like I'm always just like twitching or something. Who knows? Okay, so I'm gonna be like relaxed and we're just gonna like talk about what we're gonna talk about today. So I was thinking about consciousness, as one does, and it kind of took me down this line. I just was seeing all of our senses and I just had this like complete download and I wanted to share it with you guys, as I usually do, because I love you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you in the back too. I love you too. So we're just gonna like take this experience. So I want you to take note of your senses. So we have smell, we have taste, we have touch, we have sight, so we see color, we have hearing. And it kind of brought me to this, that old saying, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is there to hear it, doesn't make a sound. And I'm talking about sound as a human experience, not a physical phenomenon. So I get from like a physical phenomenon standpoint that yes, when a tree is falling, it's spreading the molecules in the air and that's physically creating the sound. No, I'm talking about what we hear, the human experience of hearing. And philosophers love to ask these types of questions because it gets us deep into who are we with our senses. You know, we have these senses, but are they a first grade quality? Are they a secondary quality that exists in our mind? And this is something that kind of drew me into how consciousness is just this beautiful, powerful thing in our lives. And so answering the tree question, from my perspective, it would be no, because if no one's there to hear it, the human experience of sound, then it does not create a sound. And so I want you to just imagine that we as earthlings don't have ears, or we can't hear anything, and actually nothing on this planet can hear. So the human experience of sound does not exist. So we're left with the other senses. And just imagine what that world would be like without sound, without that sensory experience. And then we can go down to the line where, you know, there's not physical touch. We don't feel anything physically, not emotionally, physically. And so if I touch this table, I don't feel anything physically. And I want you to detach your emotions from this sort of experience I'm walking you through. It's not, oh no, now I'm sad because I can't hug my partner. We're not adding in the human emotions. We're just like, this is how it's always been. We don't hear anything and now we don't feel anything. And now we don't taste anything. And so all we're left is our sight. Maybe I forgot something, smell. So just here we are left with only our sight. We can't physically feel anything, we can't physically hear anything, taste anything, smell anything. But we're left with our sight, so we can view the entire world around us. We can have that sensory experience through our sight. And now I want you to imagine that sight ceases to exist. What is that experience for you right now? Go ahead and close your eyes and just really sit with it. How would it feel to not be able to touch anything, to not be able to hear anything, taste anything, smell anything, see anything? What would be left? Would you even be aware that you are a physical body, that you have a physical body? No. Would you be aware, or rather, would you even have emotions? Would you have your human emotions if you do not have those sensory qualities adding to them? These are all sort of rhetorical questions for you to really just ask yourself and ponder, what would it be like to elevate to complete divine nothingness? Sit with it. How would that feel? Mentally, how would it feel? What would it look like? It'd just be complete darkness, would it not? And so when I was sort of doing this in my meditation, I felt very much like Alan Watts. I was having a very Alan Watts moment of just, what is the nature of our reality? Who are we? And when you take away these secondary quality sensory things that really just exist in our mind, you can see how powerful consciousness is. You can see that even if all of that, those very human qualities, because remember, not all light beings, some of them aren't physical, so they might not experience physical touch. Some of them, and then I don't know if that, they might then only see in their mind's eye. So I'm kind of showing you a majority of our sensory qualities that add to our human experience are really human in their nature. So if we are stripped of all of those sensory qualities, we would be simply pure consciousness. And so this is also, this sort of exercise we're doing is also to help you see how much this physical reality that we reside in truly is just a hologram. It's just an illusion. Yeah, we feel that this wall is hard. I'm touching a wall, you can't see, but I am. But it's because our mental mind has been almost trained into the patterns of what a hard piece of wood feels like. Louie, be chill, bro. It's cool. It's cool. And the same with sight, and it's all relative. You think of someone who was born colorblind. We're looking at the color green and they see red. And so it's to help you not to put fear into you that, oh, this physical realm is a hologram, this universe is a hologram, everything is an illusion. It's to actually put you back into your power, that you, to your purest form, are consciousness. And those sensory experiences are there to elevate your human experience. And this will also help you begin to understand how light beings who are perhaps maybe closer to their pure form of consciousness than us, not through hierarchy, just through their own evolution, are able to travel to this planet into different bodies, into different, they can show up in different forms. It's because their consciousness is traveling. And so then another question I want to ask you is, if you as an individual had the power to take your consciousness elsewhere, implant it into another body, on another planet, in another solar system, in another galaxy, and tap into those sensory experiences, would you not be able to experience that planet to its fullest experience? I feel like I just said experience a lot, but you can see where I'm going with this. It's the power of our consciousness that, in the next century or so, we are going to have a much closer relationship with light beings, with aliens, with star people. And it is through this very notion of our consciousness that it can travel, it can create the experience. Let me just grab his phone 1 second. Sweetheart, I know, 1 second. I know, dude, here, you can have it after. I know, that sucks. That sucks. I lost my thought, but I'm just going to talk where I think I was talking from. It's recognizing if this is a hologram, then we can jump through various holograms. We can jump through various illusions that our sensory qualities heighten our experience, but they are not necessary for us to survive as a conscious being. Whew, I'm out of breath. Sometimes I just keep talking, I forget to breathe. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys today, to really recognize your true power lies in your consciousness. Everything we experience is through the synapses patterns that are in our brain. You know, it's just these little neurons firing off, telling us what we, you know, by the nature of our evolution, what we should feel or think or see. You know, if we see a tree, we're seeing a tree. We don't look at a flower and see a whale, so to speak. You know, it has the correct little patterns to let us know, to fire off what's sort of correct for that, either what we're perceiving or hearing or feeling or touching. And so going back to this, it's just an illusion. You are in absolute power because of your consciousness, and to use that power, you can manipulate the illusion, the hologram around you through your own consciousness. All right, you guys, love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year, and I'll see you next time. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, bye.